Today we're going to be talking about another DeFi project. We're going to be talking about bDollar. If you've already seen my project on AutoFarm may be one of my favorite projects that I like in all of the DeFi Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, at least right now. That's always subject to change. But I really like in the world of yield farming what they're doing. If you're into yield farming, or if you're trying to learn more about different projects on the Binance Smart Chain, then make certain you go watch that video. I'll link it above. I'll put it down in the description. It's a great video. Now we're going to be talking about another project. We're going to be talking about bDollar right here. Now, if you saw my video where I was earning 238,000%, I was using bDollar. That's how I was doing that. I was yield farming the bDollar pools and different bDollar projects. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what this project is. Take a quick glance at the website. And it can be a bit confusing, but I'm going to demystify all of this for you in this video. And I will tell you there are some potential areas to be able to earn profits, and it's a little bit unique from yield farming. I actually think in some ways, I mean, this is debatable, but in some ways it's probably a little bit of a safer way to earn. At least the APY can be a little bit safer. 1 BDO equals $1. That's the goal, is to keep the BDO equal to $1. There's several influences, and the smart contract has to basically work in such a way, in a decentralized way, that it can help keep the 1 BDO pegged to $1. So you got to look at the different influences. PancakeSwap is the very first influence. It's the market influence. And right now the biggest decentralized market is PancakeSwap. So as people buy and sell BDO on PancakeSwap, the price is going to go up or down. If more people are buying, the price goes up, like any other token. If more people are buying it, the price is going to go up. If more people are selling it, the price is going to go down. So the question comes up, how do they bring the price in alignment to the $1 peg? Well, they can increase the supply. They can mint more BDOs. But if they just dump a bunch more BDOs on the market, that can all of a sudden cause the price to tank. What happens if the price falls below $1? Let's say the price goes to 90 cents. They could theoretically burn BDOs, and that would cause the price to come up. But how do you do this? You can't just randomly impact the entire supply. That's the problem. And how do you do this in such a way that you don't add volatility? Because if you suddenly shrink the supply, you could cause the price to spike way past $1. Or if you suddenly mint a lot of tokens, you could cause the price to drop well below $1. So what can you do? How can you affect this in a more controlled way? Let's look at what bDollar does. If the price is above $1 every 6 hours, so they have a 6-hour window, TWAP is what they say, time weighted average price. So if the time weighted average price is more than $1, then more BDO will be minted by the contract. It's up to 3%, but I think they're scaling that back. It was 1.5%. I think it maxes out at 1.25% now. So they're not dumping a lot on the market. They just dump a percentage up to 1.25% right now, every 6 hours. These additional BDO rewards will go to the BDO shareholders and the treasury. We'll be talking about that more later, but this is where some ability to be able to earn profit comes in. At the time, it's important to note, at the time that they mint these additional dollars and they go to the shareholders, if it's $1.10 and they print some additional rewards, then those additional rewards, when they come in, they're still priced at $1.10. All they did was literally give you additional tokens. But if the PancakeSwap price is $1.10, they're still valued at $1.10. Hold on to that thought. We'll get to that. If the price is below $1 every 6 hours, then BDO supply has to be decreased. BDO holders are given an incentive to burn their BDO. Think about that. BDO holders are given an incentive to burn their BDO. But you may wonder, why would someone essentially burn money? So how do they incentivize it? Through bonds. Bonds are very interesting. So you can't buy bonds. Anybody can buy bonds, but you can't buy them until the price is below $1. So bonds, the price of bonds correlates exactly with BDO. So if BDO right now are $1.10, bonds are $1.10. Don't worry, you can't buy them when they're $1.10. But if BDO are down to 90 cents, bonds are 90 cents. So you can use your BDO and you can burn them to buy bonds. If you sell before the price is $1, so once you buy bonds, you can sell them at any time. But if you sell before $1, then you pay a 10% penalty. However, if you wait until it goes above $1, then you earn additional premiums. So the whole point in buying bonds is because when the price goes above $1, when BDO gets out of line a little bit, you're going to earn premiums. And the payment for those premiums come from the Treasury. So if we go back, remember right here, the BDO rewards, it goes to the BDO shareholders and the Treasury. 35% of all the rewards automatically go to the Treasury. If you buy bonds, and I'll explain all this on the website in a moment, but if you buy bonds, the BDO they use to buy the bonds is burned, so the supply is decreasing. There's a strong incentive not to cash in the bond until BDO is above $1. In fact, the incentive is don't cash in until the BDO is a little bit more than $1 because you get additional premium. So imagine spending one BDO to get one bond, but when bond goes above, say, $1.10, you're going to earn more than $1.10. You're going to earn like, $1.25 or whatever. If one BDO is valued at 80 cents, then one BDO to get one bond, you need to burn one BDO to get one bond. Now you need to understand, the goal is for the BDO to equal $1, but in this scenario right now, PancakeSwap is selling for 80 cents. So if you decide to burn it and get bonds, there's a couple ways to make profits here. You can take any other asset that you have and you can sell, for example, BUSD, just to make it clear. Binance is stablecoin. If you have $100 in Binance stablecoins and all of a sudden this price is low, you can take that $100 in Binance stablecoins, buy BDOs. You're going to get essentially $120 worth of BDOs. Take those BDOs, buy bonds. The BDOs are burned. You own the bonds. When the bonds go up above $1, you're going to earn additional profit. Are you seeing how this works? Like literally, there's profit after profit here. If BDO is 0.6, then of course, the same thing. It's one bond per BDO. When the price goes up, let's just say that all of a sudden you keep holding your bonds and BDOs go up to $1.15 on PancakeSwap. Now, what you can do is you can redeem your one BDO and you're going to receive 1.32. So you're going to get like that 15% bonus. If it goes to 1.3, you redeem your bond, then of course you'll get the 1.3 BDO, but you'll end up getting 1.69 because you get that premium, that little bonus. I was reading in Telegram, they're actually looking to create an external bond market where anyone who's holding bonds, you can sell them at any point in time to somebody else. That's kind of an interesting concept just to add a little bit more liquidity here. So BDO shareholders. So BDO shareholders get the expansion rate. You get free BDO tokens and literally free. High APY, it's over 1,000% right now, 900 to 1,000%. Stability in APY payments. Because you're getting those APY in BDO, and keep in mind the whole goal of BDO is to get a pretty close to a $1 peg. Now, as the project matures, the idea is as more people are using the project, more and more people are using it, then the $1 peg gets tighter and tighter. I can tell you right now, it fluctuates as high as like $1.15, $1.25. I've seen it. So it probably fluctuates, even though it hasn't fluctuated low very much, because so many people are there's positive pressure for people wanting to get in. So it hasn't went down too often, but I did see one time where it went down to like 0.75%. You can get rewarded up to every 6 hours. So they call it an epoch, which is whatever. It's a 6-hour time period. Every epoch, every 6 hours, you can get rewarded. So let's take a look at redeeming rewards, final notes, redeeming rewards, deposits, and withdrawals all require wait time. See the website. Okay, and then I'll come back over and talk to you about the best strategy. Let's look at the website real quick. Right here is bDollar. Right now, bDollar is valued at $1.13. This is B shares. We'll get to this in a minute. This is bDollar bond. So bDollar bonds are saying are right now valued at $1.30. So if you had bonds to sell, you're going to sell them and earn a premium right now. You can't buy bonds yet. You can only buy them when they go below $1. So when the price is high, that means the bDollar shares are going to get, and by the way, shares are expensive. There's a limited supply of them, and they're expensive. Since I've been in the project here for a couple weeks, week or two, I think 3,200 is a low. It's been as high as like 4,100 or so. The biggest risk is the share price, by the way, and they're adding more shares. When I come in, there's about 14,000. They're slowly minting more shares, which is kind of keeping the price stable for now, or relatively stable. But eventually, all 100,000 or whatever will be released. And by the way, the shares is the governance token. Let's come look at the boardroom. So in the boardroom, you stake your shares. So I only got like a couple $100 in shares right here. That's what this amounts to. I've already got $4 in BDO rewards. I can claim these rewards if I wanted to now. This is literal legitimate rewards. And it looks like expansion rate 125. Right now, we're on track to get some more rewards here in a little bit. And I get these rewards every 6 hours for having shares. The APY right now is 1,000. It goes between 900 to 1,000, percent, a little over. I've not seen it much higher than 1,000%, maybe 1,100. It has been higher than that, but as the project gets more mature and more volume comes into the project, you'll see the APY start to get smaller and smaller and smaller by design. Also, what will eventually happen is this peg should stay closer to $1. That's the whole idea. That's the goal. That's the hope of the project. Now, bDollar bonds, the way you buy bonds, when the time comes and it's below $1, you can purchase them. And like I said, they go really fast. I was reading a Telegram that they don't last long. And if you have bonds, this is where you can sell them. So they have 40,000 bonds left to redeem. I don't think we've been below $1 since I've been in the project. That every epoch in here I'm earning BDO rewards. This 1,000% APY, 900% APY is based on BDO rewards. So I mean these rewards are nice. Again, it's in BDO. So like you can sell those, you can reinvest in more SBDO, you can do whatever you want. So it's really interesting. It's really kind of a neat concept. So one more time, let's recap. bDollar is above $1, then that means every 6 hours, if you own shares, you're going to get some free rewards. The whole idea being the rewards don't go to everybody. It goes to the people that are more invested in the project. They own the shares. This is eventually going to become the governance token, etc. Bonds, they are available to purchase anytime there's a time-weighted average period, or TWAP, below $1. And shares, you can get into shares and you can sell your shares at any point in time. Now, one thing that they do to create stability is, and you can read it down here, every deposit and withdrawal of shares will lock up shares for 6 epochs, which basically is 6 hours. One epoch is 6 hours. So, 36 hours? And rewards for 3 epochs. So if you claim rewards, you can't claim again for 18 hours. Likewise, every claim of BDO rewards will lock up shares for another 6 hours. And the next claim of BDO rewards can only be done 3 hours later. It prevents you from just dumping the tokens, essentially, is what it's trying to do. It's trying to create a little bit of market stability is what the goal is. Will this project work? I don't know. I mean, look, a week or two before I got in, there was, the shares were selling for around $1,000. There's a lot of price potential there for the shares to go up. Here's the ultimate strategy is this. The admin in Telegram said this, and it really does make sense. You get the most benefit, the higher the BDO is, the bigger the premium for bonds will be as well. The best play would be to be in the boardroom when TWAP is above 1, getting BDO essentially for free. Once it's below $1, buy bonds at a discount and redeem once TWAP is high enough that makes sense. Anything above 1.3, for example. This way you benefit on both phases. So what he's saying is, come over here, get into shares. By the way, not financial advice. Don't trust, a YouTuber to give you financial expert advice. But what he's suggesting is, if you come into boardroom, you're getting these free BDO. And essentially you can use these free BDO ultimately to buy bonds. And you can redeem the bonds when they're above. So you're making profit by getting the free BDO. You're making profit if the price of shares goes up. And you're going to sell the bonds. You're using partially free money to buy the bonds. And you're going to sell the bonds back at a premium. So you can make profit there. So you're making profit on the free BDO. You're making profit if the price of the SBD goes up. And you make profit by selling bonds at a premium. And the whole goal of this ecosystem is to do everything they can to keep this BDO price down to $1. That's the whole goal. Ladies and gentlemen, that's bDollar in a nutshell. They have other stuff up here. They have banks. Basically, you can farm and earn some cake and whatnot, but that's not such a big deal. Shares, you can farm and earn BDO shares if you wanted to. By the way, I was in these 3 pools on auto farm. That's how I was making such crazy APY. It's a 485x, a 30x. But ultimately, over there, I was mining auto tokens. And they have bEarn as well. I'll cover bEarn in it's literally another whole entirely different project with a whole different focus. But this has been the bDollar protocol. I think this protocol might have some potential. I like the project. I'm continuing to watch the project. It has consistently gone up. It hasn't gone up as fast as some of the other projects. but it has consistently moved up. It's going to be fun to watch it. It's going to be fun to see what happens. I'm really liking it. If you like bDollar, let me know down in the comments. If there's another project you want me to cover in the Binance ecosystem, do me a favor. Let me know what that project is down in the comments. Hopefully this has been insightful for you. Hopefully this has been helpful. Do me a favor, smash that like button. And if you haven't done so already, please, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor and be sure to hit the subscribe. Decentralized cryptocurrency equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.